Okay, so we're called to order at 3:07. We don't have any. Oh, you're still there. Okay. I thought we lost you for a moment, Jenny.
Sorry, no, I'm here.
So we don't have any minutes to approve, so we'll be able to move straight on to business, which is discussion of the planning and procedure for the director's annual review.
Okay, Jenny, it's all you. Jen. Ah, she's frozen again. There you go.
Oh, no, she's back. She's back.
Okay, sorry. I think I found a spot that I can be at.
Sounds good.
Okay, good.
Are you at a school?
No, I'm at the Park District.
Ah, okay.
So
Thought that looked
I'm
familiar.
working afternoons now too. I just started this week.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Okay, so am I starting? I'm sorry.
You are starting. Take it away.
Yes.
Okay, so thank you, Eric, for sending all that information to me. So Eric, Janie forwarded some materials for me about where we're going to begin. So according to our calendar, we need to start with our committee input using last year's review. And as well as, let's see. Okay, am I doing the right thing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I think so.
okay, so
There's
I don't,
there are points there are points that you need to hit for the process. You got to make sure that you request, input from people, and then it needs to get condensed. But as long as you approach it with method in mind and you hit the key points, there's wiggle room as far as fitting the pieces together. So it's not like a process where it has to necessarily be always A, then B, then C.
okay,
It's more a matter of you got to start with the committee, then you solicit from the whole group, and getting everybody's input is more critical than the order it happens. Anyway, I'm rambling. Go.
no, that's wonderful. Rambling is wonderful. Okay, so Janie, I have some materials that I can send to you and to John in regards to, Kathy sent me some notes regarding the mid-year review that she went over with Eric. Okay, and Eric and I
That was
talked-
Kathy sent those to you, Jenny?
Yes, she did.
Okay.
So I'll send those to you and John so you guys can take a look at them, because it has some of the goals that he has been continuing to work on this year. And then I also spoke with Eric. So I also have a copy of his the review from last year, which I can forward to you guys, because when we discussed some of the goals that they've been working on are the same as 2 years ago, right, Eric? Because of all the things that have happened in between, all the COVID slowdowns.
Yeah, there were some that were just impossible to.
Yes.
Yeah,
The circumstances.
I would have to go and take a look back at those goals. Really, the ones I've been working to have been just the ones that the committee has set.
Yes.
And trying to push those forward. Some of them, unfortunately, haven't been as relevant as we'd have hoped, because we set a lot of those goals in like June of 2021, when it looked like COVID was
Right.
going to be gone in a month.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, the cases down. They were like
Eric,
almost under 100. It's so beautiful.
I know, right? I know, it's a crazy
You
time.
losing me?
Yes.
Oh, anyway, But those are the ones I've been working to. I looked for those a bit this morning, but I've been stacked with meetings. So
Okay,
I
So
haven't found them
Eric-
yet, and I will send those when I find them.
Eric, maybe we could start with those goals from you. So we could update the review as from the past year. So we can update those goals and take out the ones that were irrelevant. Like there's a goal that you were working on, and I'm not even sure who the staff member is. Maybe it was the old campaign manager.
Kathy Siebert.
Maybe Borkman. Is that right?
Oh, she was a communications consultant.
Oh, okay. Okay. So yeah, there's some people that I didn't.
Oh.
So I think it would be, that would be a good place to start, is if we updated those. And Janie, you and John have worked on more of the committees than I have. So I
Yeah.
think once we have those updated goals, then we can kind of go from there. We also, in addition to the review outline, we also have Trisha's information gathering, which I'd like to send to you and John, so you guys can take a look at the questions and we can make sure that those are relevant again. In addition to, because the committees are gonna already be submitting the goals that they've been working on with Eric, then we can kind of see which questions are still relevant from the information gathering that Trisha did and which ones we need to remove. Because what I liked about what Trisha did is that she also got staff input as well, which I think was really important.
I would agree.
Yeah, and that was. And I can pull together the list of names there again. Last year, what we did was it was the library associates and full-time staff, since those are the ones that didn't want to get 20 responses and wanted to, really, focus in on the folks that I work with pretty regularly, rather than, like some of our really part-time staff who I
Sure.
don't see that often.
Sure.
So I can pull together the equivalent list for this year, and I'll send that contact information along.
And you were going to do the full-time and what other staff, Eric? I'm sorry, I can't write fast enough.
Our library associates.
Okay.
Those are the same 20 and 30 hours.
Okay.
Because of the size of the library, we really rely on a lot of our library associates, like
Okay.
Laurence and our cataloger, Laura, are both associates.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So it sounds to me, Jenny, like you've got it laid out what we need to do. All we need to do is be specific about who's going to do what. And as far as meeting with John, I was kind of hoping he would be here today, but yeah. We just need to develop a timeline, but Trisha had done that, hadn't she? I mean, even before Trisha became involved in it, we had a timeline, more or less.
Yeah.
We'd established.
And I had sent to Jenny the timeline we had set.
Yes, and thank you, Eric, because Jeannie, I think that really helped the timeline that he had, because our committee input is due in February, but I think we can get that done pretty quickly.
Okay.
So I think what would help, Eric, is if you sent me your committee goals as soon as you have, whenever you have a moment to like gather them, so we can
Yes.
update the, I'm assuming that we can just use the same form that you used last year.
Yes.
And we can update those goals. And then once we have those goals updated, then I'd love to have Janie and John, if we could all get back together and then discuss those goals. And then we can put that input in there. Is that right, Eric? And then we send it around to the larger board. Is that right?
You know, I honestly don't know if how that's usually handled because I'm not usually part of that process.
Oh, sure.
I don't know, Janie, you would be able to speak better to that, whether it's the a draft of the review that gets sent around or a request for feedback.
Oh,
Because
Act,
for obvious reasons, I don't see that part of the process.
I'm trying to think, I want to say it's both. I mean, it seems to me that
Well,
both of those get sent around to the rest of the
and
trustees.
Jeannie, I'm wondering if at the next meeting, we should also have Kathy attend. So we can go into, like you said, Eric, we can go into executive session
Mhm.
and discuss what we have laid out and then kind of make a plan from there. Because if we could have
Yeah.
one more meeting, once we have our updated goals, then I think we'll have a better idea of which direction we can go in. And then Kathy can also give us some direction as to what we need, the next steps.
Yes,
Does that sound okay, Eric?
that sounds good. So I will take a look at scheduling another HR meeting for say about 2 weeks out, right at the start of February.
That'd be
Yeah,
good.
that sounds great. And yeah, if we could have Kathy, if we could make a request. And then Eric, it's okay for me to email these materials, right? Like the update that Kathy gave me to for the mid-year review, and the other materials that you've sent me to John and Janie and to Kathy, so that they can all take a look at it.
Exchanging information on by electronic means or communication or any type of communication is fine.
Okay.
What we just have to watch out for is when we get into discussion or kibitzing.
Okay. Oh yeah.
So if, you know, for one person to send out information to the group, that's
Right.
fine. But the second that somebody in the group says, well, you know, I think we should do X. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
That's the point it becomes a problem.
Okay.
So if you send it out and then I would just make clear, like, you know, be mindful of open meetings, send your replies directly to me, and you're good.
Yes. Okay, perfect. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to send these materials around and then just say can discuss in February. So we can bring any comments or questions to the next meeting in February.
And that's reminding me again, they still haven't fixed that open meetings portal.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about, Eric? I don't know what that is.
Well, you've been on the board for a while, but so if you were to get into your Wayback Machine, you might remember being asked when you first became a trustee to take a training quiz from the state of Illinois to familiarize you with the Open Meetings Act.
Right. I understand the open meeting. I was just thinking, what's the open meetings portal that you're talking about? That's what.
Well, it's like a portal where you go in and do this training session.
Okay.
That's what it's called. It's the FOIA and OMA portal.
Okay.
But it's been broken since like June last year.
Oh, good grief. So our new trustees haven't been able to access it. They don't.
No, I haven't checked so far in 2021, but I checked in like early December, I think was the last time. Like, anything doing? You got an alternative yet?
Yeah. Well, and the state of Illinois is not doing very well. I mean, the DMVs are closed to like the end of January. So
good grief.
Yeah.
So it's a crazy time. So, and then Eric, that would be great if you could send me those updated goals.
Will do.
And then I could send those out before our next meeting, because I think that'll help us be able to get all of our committee input at the next meeting.
And right at this time of the year, I also put together another document to help with the discussion, which is basically just a list of things that we did this year in terms of projects to you know, help with framing what got done and what didn't.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Eric, do you know off the top of your head when that mid-year review took place? That Kathy did, because I want to say it was not too long ago.
It's October, I believe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh, January, February, March. March, April, May. But this,
And
your old performance is dated May.
yes,
Oh, okay.
Right, so that would make sense. So the next one would be, if it was May, then October, November-ish would be the next one, and then this
Yeah.
one will be due against to be accepted in May.
and then the mid-year review is like it's a mid-year checkup.
Hmm.
If things are going generally okay, usually it's just an opportunity to chat rather than really dig into any serious problems, kind of
Yeah,
discuss
it's not real
ways we can
formal.
collaborate better. It's not usually super formal.
All right, so Jeannie, did I miss anything? Eric, did I?
No, I think that's it.
you
I
got us
mean,
covered.
yeah, getting those documents out and having us respond to the questions that were formulated, or if we need to reformulate them to something else. But I think I from what I remember, it seems to me that what Tricia did was effective no matter what
Yeah.
circumstances are, and could be kind of plugged into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say she used SurveyMonkey.
Yes,
Was the
she
one
did.
she used. Yeah.
I'm pretty
I'm
sure that
wondering
was
if I
it.
can use just like a Google poll though. Those are really nice.
Mhm.
And then the results go right into my Gmail. But what I'll do is I'm going to take a look at it and I will type up a draft for our February meeting so that you guys can take a look at it and then we can talk about it at our next meeting.
Perfect, Jenny.
Sounds
That would be
good.
Great.
So we'll have all that ready because I think it's great if we start with the committee first and then we'll send it out to the board after we meet next.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
All
Okay.
right. Well, thanks everybody. Thanks for your patience. I'm sorry this is all new, so I really appreciate it.
Oh,
And
that's quite all right. It's tricky to
problem.
take something, and this is a very important committee, and so to jump in, I just appreciate your agreeing to do it.
oh yeah, well, I appreciate all of your note taking. I had to take notes, Jeannie, at the last meeting, and I was like, this is a really hard job. So you do great. Great work.
I'm happy to do it. Thank you.
Yes. Yes.
So,
and Bonnie,
okay.
too. She's been
So I think we're probably good until
Yeah.
we need to meet again, right?
yes, I
Yeah.
think this is a great meeting to get us started.
All right.
Yeah.
Perfect. And thank you, Eric. So you'll send out another doodle poll for our next meeting?
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
I've got a bunch of passport appointments coming up here this afternoon, but I will push to get something out here this afternoon so we can
Yeah,
get that discussion started.
Whenever you have time would be great.
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks so much,
All
everybody.
righty. Well, I guess we probably need a motion to adjourn.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I
sorry.
guess I'll do that. And
So
I
may I
think you're gonna have
assume-
to second it, Jenny.
Yeah, second to me.
I'll assume everyone's in favor.
Yeah,
Aye.
Aye, yes.
all aye. All right. So we are adjourned at 3:26. Wow.
One of the most efficient HR meetings.
That's fabulous. Okay. All right. So we'll look forward to talking to you guys again soon.
Yes, thanks
you
so
soon.
much. Have a great afternoon.
Thank you.
Thank you both.
too. Bye-bye.
Bye.